President Donald Trump has stunned allies by announcing the deployment of an additional 5,000 US troops to Poland, linking the move to Polish political developments and his endorsement of President Karol Nawrocki, an announcement made on Truth Social that immediately deepened confusion over America's military posture in Europe.
Based on the successful election of the now president of Poland, Karol Nawrocki, who I was proud to endorse, and our relationship with him, I am pleased to announce that the United States will be sending an additional 5,000 troops to Poland.
U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said President Trump's announcement on troop deployment to Poland reflects ongoing global force adjustments, stressing that the United States constantly re-examines its military posture to meet worldwide commitments.
You saw the president's announcement last night with regards to Poland and deployment. That said, obviously the United States continues to have global commitments that it needs to meet in terms of our force deployment, and that constantly requires us to re-examine where we put troops. And this is not a punitive thing. It's just something that's ongoing, and it was pre-existing, all these recent reports and tensions and so forth. So that's a process that will continue, that I think in a very positive and productive way, and collaboration with our allies can reach decisions. But in the end, you know, like any alliance, it has to be good for everyone who's involved. It has to be a clear understanding of what the expectations are, and so certainly we'll try to lay the groundwork for that.
The declaration sharply contradicts earlier signals from the Trump administration, which had indicated a drawdown of roughly 5,000 troops across Europe, and confirmed that about 4,000 soldiers were no longer being sent to Poland, alongside halted deployments to Germany involving long-range missile units. Inside the Pentagon, officials themselves appear uncertain, with one defense source admitting they were still trying to interpret the latest order after already adjusting plans to reflect earlier reductions, fueling questions over who is actually steering US force posture in Europe. The mixed messaging has triggered alarm among allies, even as top US and Polish officials, including Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and Prime Minister Donald Tusk, attempt to maintain diplomatic calm, while lawmakers from both parties warn the erratic signals risk undermining NATO credibility.